Becoming a dad. Old women say that men don't know the pain through which all mothers go. And maybe that is true, and yet I vow I never shall forget the night he came. I suffered too, those bleak and dreary long hours through. I paced the floor and mopped my brow, and waited for his glad wee ow. I went upstairs and then came down, because I saw the doctor frown, and knew beyond the slightest doubt he wished to goodness I'd clear out. I walked into the yard for air, and back again to hear her there, and met the nurse as calm as though my world was not in deepest woe. And when I questioned, seeking speech of consolation that would reach into my soul and strengthen me for dreary hours that were to be progressing nicely, that was all she said, and tiptoed down the hall. Progressing nicely, nothing more, and left me there to pace the floor. And once the nurse came out in haste for something that had been misplaced, and I, that had been growing bold, then felt my blood grow icy cold, and fear's stern chill swept over me. I stood and watched and tried to see just what it was she came to get. I haven't learned that secret yet. I half believe that nurse in white was adding fuel to my fright, and taking an unholy glee from time to time in torturing me. Then silence to her room I crept, and was informed the doctor slept. The doctor slept, O vicious thought, while she at death's door bravely fought, and suffered untold anguish deep. The doctor lulled himself to sleep. I looked and saw him stretched out flat, and could have killed the man for that. Then morning broke, and oh the joy! With dawn there came to us our boy, and in a glorious little while I went in there and saw her smile. I must have looked a human wreck, my collar wilted at the neck, my hair awry, my features drawn with all the suffering I had borne. She looked at me and softly said, if I were you, I'd go to bed. Hers was the bitterer part, I know. She traveled through the vale of woe. But now, when women folks recall the pain and anguish of it all, I answer them in manner sad. It's no cinch to become a dad. Well, I guess bitterer and manner kind of match, but I would say bitterest when I came to that part, so that's what I was thinking. But when we go through anxieties and other difficulties with the unknown or with the known, it is all worthwhile when it is in an approved of cause, approved by ourselves.